If one person has something the other needs to live, then extortion is possible. To avoid extortion, all members of a political body must remain independent enough to walk away. Independence, our number one moment this week. Hello and welcome to another Antelope/EOSIO Top 5 Moments of the Week. Now, please keep in mind, none of this is financial advice, and you're strongly advised to do your own research. This is brought to you by the team at Helios, myself, Chris Barnes.
And Waxer. Starting with number 5, we have the EOS election, which is just over a week away, scheduled for the 8th of October.
Yeah, so the EOS elections are currently taking place every 3 months, with the next scheduled election to take place Saturday, October 8th at 1300 UTC. The current EON Treasury has just over 118,000 EOS available, where the next set of chief delegates will receive 2,220 EOS, and level 1 delegates will receive 493 EOS as their first month's distribution. To those who don't know what EOS is, it utilizes a revolutionary upvote election process where leaders and representatives are selected from within a community where every member has a voice and a direct vote on who represents them. If you'd like to learn more and even better participate in this inspiring and exciting election process, join the public EOS community Telegram channel linked below.
And now for number 4. So the EVMX Ideathon Design Thinking Workshop took place, and it's now available on YouTube for all to watch.
So firstly, a big thanks to LibraChain's Ben Sigmund, who is a wealth of knowledge in the product design execution space and is highly involved in the EOSIO space since its inception over 4 years ago. The live stream workshop is the first of 5 sessions that will cover many aspects of what a submission to the EVMX Ideathon should be considering as they build their project for either the Trust EVM track or their idea for the Ideathon track. If you'd like to watch the workshop from Ben, there's a link below, or you can simply peruse the videos from this YouTube channel and you'll find it there. The next workshop will be on Wednesday, September 28th at 1500 UTC with Helios' own Gabriel Shaw on making the perfect pitch deck. Please join us live where you can follow along and even better, ask questions.
And now for number 3. So the Telos Economic Development Plan number 3 is out for voting.
One of the aspects of the Telos blockchain that is quite unique is its steadfast commitment to putting up network changes to the public for voting, which is seen again here with this TEDP3 proposal. They do this through the Decide Voter tool found at decidevoter.app, where you can find a downloadable iOS and Android link that once loaded, you simply tie your Telos blockchain account to, and you too can weigh in on these proposals. The most recent proposal is aiming to do a few things. The first is to update the Telos Blockchain Network Operating Agreement, also known as TBNOA, with increased funding to the Telos core developers, which is however offset with a reduced funding draw to the underutilized Economic Development Fund. The Telos Ignite grant program will receive a dedicated 500,000 Telos per month in new funding. And finally, the Telos Fuel Incentive Fund will establish a 1.7 million Telos per month draw in new funding to grow TVL. More on that later. The other big set of changes will instruct the Telos block producers and Telos core developers to reallocate 1 million Telos stagnating in the Telos Works account. The lockup period will increase to 10 days when unstaking to match the S-Telos period. Unstaking will be tweaked to eliminate RAM selling below a certain threshold to reduce the theft through account creation Sybil attacks. The Telos token supply will be reduced by just over 208,000 Telos, bringing the total supply to a clean 355 million Telos tokens. And finally, the maximum token supply set point will reduce to 1 billion versus the current 10 billion.
And now for number 2. So the Telos Fuel Liquidity Incentive Program has now been proposed.
Yes, so as just mentioned with the TEDP3 proposal, the Telos Fuel Liquidity Incentive Program is being kicked off with a dedicated 1.7 million Telos per month that will be directed to DeFi projects to encourage TVL growth in both the Telos EVM or TEVM token. This is very similar to the Yield Plus program we've seen recently launched on EOS, and for the same reasons, recognizing an active and growing DeFi network in an L1 blockchain is incredibly important to chain growth and adoption. The recent Telos Foundation publication states this well with DeFi composability is vital to ensure high capital utilization, making capital sticky, attracting new users, and providing new opportunities for developers to build and grow. The entire Telos Fuel program is focusing on 3 core pillars: boost, yield, and staking, and is looking to allocate 54 million Telos tokens over the next 14 months. To learn more, check out the Medium article linked below.
And now for number 1, our top Antelope/EOSIO moment of this week is that EOS has successfully completed its consensus upgrade to the Antelope Leap 3.1 implementation.
Yes, indeed. So the long-anticipated upgrade has finally taken place on EOS, where it is now running the first release of the Antelope protocol with Leap 3.1. This marks the first time the EOS blockchain has moved from the previous EOSIO codebase to the new community-led fork named Antelope. Many referring to this taking place on September 21st as EOS Independence Day, where the chain is running software that isn't being maintained by a third party. Independence is undeniably an important characteristic of any community, and so it's great to see the EOS community achieve this important milestone. The other chains of the Antelope Coalition, Telos, Wax, and the UX network are likely to also follow suit with migrations of their own from running EOSIO to Antelope. Great work, EOS blockchain. You should be very proud of this moment.
That concludes this week's top 5 moments, and we look forward to seeing you again next week with more.
Yeah, so be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, smash it, share it, all those good things you know you're supposed to do as we come at you each and every week with the top 5 Antelope/EOSIO moments of the week.